Okay, so this is going to be a recap for 7th period because you've already been here, but you're going to watch this because I'm going to get into new coding in a minute. But since I forgot I was going to be out today, I am trying to see if this will work. Also, not sure if you have internet, so we'll see how this goes. So the first thing you're going to do is come and sign into your code.org account. Once you sign in, you're going to go up here on the blue tab, regardless of where it brings you. You can come here on the blue tab and hit projects. Okay. Once in projects, for my 7th period who already started their project, your project should be down here in the chart. It should say your last name, practice, and your class period. So you'll just click on it. If you haven't started the project, if you were absent, or if you're in 8th period, you're going to click on See Full List, and you're going to come to Web Lab. If you've already started this, you could fast forward or use this as a review. So we are going to come up here to the name of the project and click Rename. You're going to name it Your Last Name Dash, which is next to your 0 key, Practice Dash, and then your period. Okay, I'm going to do period 8 because I haven't started that one yet. And then save. Okay. As a reminder to everyone, on the left-hand panel, these are my files. I have my index file, which is HTML. That's our first language. And I have my styles panel, which is CSS. We'll learn that later this week. On the right-hand side is my website. This is where my project will appear. In the center is my coding screen, and across the top is my tools bar where I can add images and save here in the corner. On my screen, the code that they start me with, I don't want to fool with any of this. This is all necessary, so don't delete any of this code. This first line here is showing me that I'm writing in HTML. It's telling me that the type of document is HTML. This is linking me to my style sheet over here, so this will be important later. And if you notice, I have an open tag, head, close tag. And if you notice the difference, there's a backslash in front of the close. So for every open HTML, there's a close version somewhere on the screen. If I locate my open and close body tags that are right here on line 6 and 8, that is where the bulk of my website is going. 99% of what you will type will go between those tags. So what I do is create some space between those tags just to allow me to know that that's where my code is going. And then we're going to go ahead and start on this line 7. I'm going to go ahead and type open header. And make sure you're spelling right and you're all lowercase. Notice there's a red error or pink error on the screen. That occurs when something is not closed or you have an error. It's really important that you let me know right when that occurs that you have an error, if you're not supposed to have one. A lot of times I'll announce you should have no errors on your screen. And if at that time you still have pink, you're going to want to let me know. Right now, we should have pink because we haven't closed the header yet. I'm going to come down to the next line by hitting enter and open an H1. I'm going to type my name, and I'm going to close on the very same line in H1. An H1 is a single line of code. It's called the main heading. It's the heading to my website. While as a header is a container tag. It holds stuff, so it doesn't end on a single line. Notice the close header is going to be later on. But the H1 is all on the same line because it's a single line. I'm going to hit save and refresh, and my name should appear. At this point, I'm going to come into my Schoology account, and I'm going to go to my links page. It's going to take me a second. Go ahead to your links page. You're going to go ahead to go to links because we're going to find the avatar link. So you're going to come into your courses and go to the links page at the bottom. You can choose one of two links. You can choose your Pixton, or you can choose this avatar maker. Either one is fine. You're going to create a character that looks like you. On Pixton, if you've already created a character from our profile assignment, then all you have to do, this one's even quicker. I'm going to do both at the same time. gender. And I'm just going to quickly download. You get to the end. Doesn't really matter to me. Okay, what it looks like. Okay, download. I'm going to choose on the avatar maker. When you click this download button, click the 200 by 200. And when you do Pixton, you're going to come up, if you already have one made, right up to your head, go forward, and download headshot. Okay, either which way. My 7th period already has this step done. Okay, this would be where the new code would start, or just part of the new. We're going to go ahead and go to add image. So once you've created your Pixton or your avatar, add image, upload file. Choose that picture. I'm going to do the avatar maker one. X out. Okay, so again, that was add image, upload file, and choose your file. And you'll see it right over here. We're going to rename it. So you're going to come in with the little drop down arrow, rename 7th period. We've not done this yet. So we're going to name this Selfie. Okay. Do not delete the second half of the name. Notice when I click on rename, it highlights the first half and not the .png. You do not want to change the file type. Okay, so make sure just the first part is renamed. I'm going to then click on it. Okay, and I'm going to copy this red code. So this is all brand new for everyone. Copy. And then I'm going to come back to my index and I'm going to paste it right there below my H1, save and refresh, and my character should come up on my screen. Okay, enter. Still should have a red error at this point because now we're going to close the header. This container is going to close right here on line 10. Header closed. Make sure the backslash is there. At this point, you should not have any red errors. Okay, hitting enter. I'm going to open a new container called the div since we closed the old container, opening a new one called div. And inside of this container, we're going to type an open paragraph. You're going to type my name is and your name, period. You're going to type I like to and 3 things you like to do, commas, height, whoop. Okay. You're going to type my, what's this? Not typing well today. My favorite food is, period, and end the paragraph there, close P. Okay. Notice this is all one line technically. It's still line 12. You're going to hit enter to come and make a second paragraph. We need a brand new P tag to make a new paragraph. I am in 8th grade, period. I go to Sam's and my favorite subject is, and you choose your favorite subject. Of course, everyone said STEAM. And then close the paragraph there. Again, still red errors though, because we have not closed the div until line 14. I'm going to close the div. Now you should have no red errors. We're going to hit save and refresh just to save it. You should notice that you have 2 paragraphs. I have one about me and my favorite food, and I have one on a new line that says I'm in 8th grade. Okay, hit enter. I'm going to go ahead and open the section tag. Okay, enter. I'm going to type my H2, and I'm going to type my favorite. And you're going to make a list of something. So write my favorite and then fill in the blank. I'm going to do my favorite books. Okay. So, and then close the H2. You're not listing them right here. You're just making a title for your list. Okay. So my favorite candy, my favorite songs, my favorite football teams, my favorite something. Okay. Just fill in the blank where I have books with your favorite, whatever you want to do. You can do books too if you're a reader. Okay. Enter. H2 stands for subheading. It's a second level heading, okay? So we're going to go ahead and then make a list. So we're going to start the list with an OL tag. Caps lock was on. OL. All your coding should be lowercase. OL stands for ordered list. This means there's going to be numbers to my list. Each item in my list is going to get an LI tag. So what I like to do is I set up my list first. I know we're going to make 5 list items. So I set up those tags, LI, LI, open and close. I copy them, and then I paste them the amount of times I need them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, enter. And then you have to also close the list, okay? Still red errors though, because section isn't closed. So everything else is closed except section right now. Now I come in between the LI tags and I type my favorite things. So iron, flame. Okay, you can type your candies. Between the two, the open and close, you will type the names of the things you like. Okay, last letter. Go ahead and do that. Now, and you can pause me right here so that you can type if you're a slower typer. You can pause it here so that you can type. And you can pause the video at any time, actually. That's the nice thing about the video, is that you can pause me and forth. Okay, so there's all 5. Now at the end of my list, I'm going to put an image of something that has to relate to my list. So for my case, I'm going to look up a cover of the book. And again, you can pause me while I'm doing this. I'm going to look up the one called Faculty Lounge book. I like that. Okay, I'm going to copy an image of it. So go to Images, right-click, Save Image As. Okay, save it for now and just download it. Then you're going to upload it to your files, add image, the same way we did, upload. Okay, mine is on yours should be right in your recent. Mine goes to a different place on my laptop. Okay, and X out. It should appear in my gray panel. I'm going to change the name by using the drop down arrow, rename, and you're going to call this whatever your list is. So mine will be book, yours might be candy, song, blah, 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 whatever it is. Okay, and I'm going to go to it and copy it and come back to my code, paste it. Again, still have a red arrow down here. Save and refresh so that it appears. There it is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close the section. No red errors at this point when the section is closed. I have a little bit more to do. I'm going to open a H4, and this is going to be a question. What is your favorite? And then this is what you put in there, your thing, not book. If you didn't do books, you put what's your favorite song, what's your favorite. We're going to ask a question. If you look down here at the bottom, you'll see it appear. Enter. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and type. This one is a little long. Okay. You want to make sure you type it out correctly. Input. And notice code.org will, when you start typing, let you choose if you want to use the code. Input, type. And then you can click on it and it'll bring up all the stuff that you need, like the equals sign and the stuff. So this is going to be input type. We're going to choose text and we're going to write placeholder. Placeholder, and I can click on it and I can say answer here, and then come to the end and simply close that with the other side of the caret right there. And if I scroll down, I should see it right there, answer here in a text box. Okay, enter. So you might need to pause and look at that code to make sure you've done everything right. And it should be no pink right now. And we have one last thing, because if somebody types their answer in this text box, if they type their answer, you need them to be able to submit it. So we want to make a button. So next line, button, open tag. And then on the word we want on the button this time is submit. You could put enter, you could put click, anything, but we're going to put submit and then close the button tag. Okay. And if you scroll down, you should see that that submit button has appeared and everything is not pink. We're going to delete some of this extra space if you had extra space. Okay. And then in order to submit this, we're going to go ahead and zoom out using Control minus. Okay. I should be able to see some of your website. I won't see all of this, but I definitely need to see from line 1 to 30 of your coding. That's the really important part. So you're going to hit the Control and the key above your 6, or just the key above your 6, depends on how you take a screenshot on your Chromebook. You're going to click, and then you're going to submit this photo into the HTML screenshot for today. Okay, so that I can see all of your code and that there are no red errors. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a photo of your code. And that's our lesson for today.